You actually get to see me for once. I'm in my Cardinals jersey, as usual. So, power to the people. How is everyone today?
Pretty good.
I miss you guys so much. Like, I wish that you were here so I could buy donuts for you.
Us too. Yeah, we would like that. It's better in person because I feel like it's more fun. It's more fun. You get to do more like exercises and stuff.
Well, I mean, we make do with what we have, so we're gonna do Dance Creator as usual. No, I'm not gonna rap for you.
These
Sorry.
lovely soundtracks when this is over.
Maya, focus.
Stop the soundtracks. You have to keep them
Maya,
going.
don't make me mute you. Thank you.
Joey, are you still mad about last practice?
Dude, I don't even know what you're talking about. Alright, we're gonna get right into this dance game. So, I'm gonna start the soundtrack. How this is gonna work, I'm gonna ask for a dance that does not exist from somebody. After they give that dance, we're all gonna do it. You have to go all out. If you don't go all out in front of your camera and do the crazy dance, then I'm gonna pin your video, and everybody's just gonna look at you. So, better do it, or you gonna get embarrassed.
I'm
very. Here we go.
Joey, what if we're like sitting down?
Yeah,
You can do anything. You can do it sitting down. I'm sitting down.
Okay, I'm
Just
gonna
go
do
full
it
out.
Not looking weird.
All right, we'll go ahead and start with Lila. Lila, give us a name of a dance that does not exist.
Corona time.
Corona time. Everybody do the Corona time.
Toilet paper, sanitizer.
All right, Dylan, give us a name of a dance that does not exist. Dylan, name of a dance that does not exist.
If you say toilet paper.
The folding chair.
The folding chair. Everybody do the folding chair.
I don't know how to do that. I really don't.
All right, Ava G.
Scissors.
Scissors. Everybody do the scissors.
I don't like this. I don't know how.
Lauren.
The water bottle.
All right, the water bottle. Everybody do the water bottle.
I don't want to even do that. I am the water bottle.
Let's take it over to Simone. What you got, Simone? The book?
Yes.
All right, everybody do the book.
Ooh. Ooh. My spine.
All right, Max. What you got?
So I'll do the uh-oh SpaghettiOs.
The uh-oh SpaghettiOs. Oh, I love this.
Might I grab SpaghettiOs?
Like, I don't know this one, so.
Take it to the other Ava. What you got?
The pillow.
The pillow. Everybody do the pillow.
I have a pillow. Yay! Sorry. Yes, I'm just being loud.
Here's my decorative pillow.
Bring it down to
Folding deck.
Phil Jackson. What you got?
I got my foot in a bucket.
Everybody do the foot in the bucket.
Put it in the bucket.
Oh, ow. Oh, yeah, kind of hurt though.
I hit the bucket.
And last but not least, let's do, oh, there's two more. Carter Wade. Carter, what's, yeah, Carter, what's the name of the dance, dog?
Spin, spam, spun.
What?
Just spin around.
Just spin around. It's called the Just
Dizzy.
Spin Around.
Do I have to stand up? Oh my.
Wee.
I'm scared I'm gonna choke myself with my headphones full.
I'm so dizzy. Oh my gosh, I need to stop.
Wow, I'm not standing. So this is awkward.
Alright. Last but not least, we got Maya. Maya, give us the name of a
Oh,
dance
I
that
don't
does
have
not
an idea.
exist. Just say a
The
word.
person that
Fall.
came to
Can't get
mine
up.
was paint.
Paint.
Just do
Everybody
paint.
do the paint.
I'm in the bucket. I don't know what to do. Wow.
And we're taking it back to Brian. Thank you, everyone.
Fun, I can't get up.
Yeah, wow.
Okay.
That's a good one.
Have fun.
Ow.
Commit livent.
Oh.
Or not that one. Are you kidding?
Okay,
that's a
our
good
first
one, though. I
scene
haven't
of the
heard that one
day is
in a
going
while.
to be
There we go.
Lauren and Ava G, aka Samantha Sherbert and Brittany Rose. Samantha Sherbert and Brittany Rose. Everyone else will be sent over to the waiting area, and we'll bring you in two at a time. Alright. Hide me. I'm gonna hide you.
Hey, Ava, we finally get
I
to be in a scene.
You go
I
hide.
accidentally pushed the chair to go down. and
You go hide. See what I did there?
Guys,
There.
my
You
hair's
go
getting so
hide.
long, I'm starting to look homeless.
I like it. It's cute.
I've always looked
Mine was
homeless.
getting long too, but I put it up today, so like you can't really see.
I look
I
like the
look like a
homeless kid
kid
who just
whenever I
like
put my
steals
hair up.
things from the Cardinals garbage can.
It's always Cardinals related.
It's always Cardinals related.
All right, you guys ready?
Very unauthentic.
So we've got Samantha Sherbert and we've got Brittany Rose.
Who's who?
I'm Samantha,
Yep.
I'm Brittany
and my
Rose,
daddy's rich.
Daddy's
and
rich.
I'm a lifestyle model Instagrammer.
So you got some similarities, right? We're kind of different.
Yeah.
The styles are different. So how might these two know each other?
They
Rich
could go to the
people
same
things.
country club.
Oh my gosh, yes.
You guys
Yeah.
go to the same country club. Absolutely love
Alright.
that. So
That's pretty
Yeah,
hilarious.
it's amazing.
like-
Ha 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 ha.
so what's the purpose for you guys having this video call?
What if we like both have a crush on one of the caddies at the golf course?
See, this would be a
Ooh.
perfect.
Boom.
This would be a perfect
Yeah.
time for the ooh sound effect. Ooh.
Let's
you
do
go.
that. That's funny.
I need to
Boom.
get it. I need
Boom.
to get it.
Literally, Ava and I were on FaceTime like 5 minutes before class.
All right, this will be it then. We are two friends who met at the country club. We are schmoozing over the who is it again?
The caddy.
The caddy. Okay.
Duh.
Sorry.
Very thick thighs,
Yeah.
caddy. He's got real good
And
calves.
Here we go. All right. 3, 2, 1. Action.
Oh my gosh, hey girl, how are you? How have you been?
I'm like really good, you know, like daddy just got me another pony, so now I have like 17.
That's really good. I just upgraded to an even bigger apartment. Now it has 5 bedrooms, so I'm really happy about that. So yeah,
Listen,
how have you been? What's been going
Um,
on?
there is something going on, and I think we need to talk about it. I
Mm.
saw you talking to Brad today, And I just wanted to kind of make it clear that like we have a thing. Like Brad and I, we are in love.
That's really funny because I don't think so. Because me and Brad have been talking since I've been going to the country club, which is longer than you have. So we're kind of like a thing, not you guys. I think you should back off.
I'm not gonna back off because my daddy pays more money than your dad does with country club, so he's kind of like entitled to me, you know, because I pay more money. And
you can't just buy love. He actually loves me because look at me. Why wouldn't you love me? I am clearly his favorite.
Well, you kind of need a nose job and maybe like a facelift. I'm so kidding. But
yeah, that was so funny.
Okay, good. We'll go back for a second.
Oh, cat bite.
Ouch. Okay, ouch. So the nose job wasn't needed. Okay, very funny.
Yeah, I kind of realized that after I said that, and I was like, oh, kidding.
Good. No, and actually, it's a funny, like, jab, but it wasn't right for that moment. So actually, that might come down later if you guys get into, like, a fight about each other. But we want to deal with, and this is the hard thing about this, it's just like regular improv when we're in person. You really got to listen to the last thing and really let that affect you and deal with that. So what was the last thing she said? Do you remember?
Yeah, why wouldn't he like me?
He said,
I mean, just look at me.
Just look at me, okay? So you sit there and you deal with that for a second, and actually in that state, then you could say something about either you, and I think it actually stemmed a little before that line, actually. So we'll go back a teeny bit further. So you mentioned about, like, you being in love with him, okay? Right, Ava?
Yeah.
So let's go back there for a second, okay? He loves me. And then what's the reason? Like, give me a reason that you think he's in love with you. Because I think part of the comedy here is he's not in love with either of you, clearly.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think. I'm pretty sure that you're both just smoozing over this guy. So it's funny if we can start adding little things and details as to why she thinks that he loves him more. Okay? So let's go back. He loves me, and give a reason why. And it's going to be something so small. Like, I'll give an example. Like he set down my clubs for me, like, before
I was going to say something like that.
You know, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah. All right. So let's go back, and we'll go from the love comment.
Oh, wait, should I use that same example? Because that's kind of what I was going to say.
Find something different. Find something different.
Okay,
Even
something
small.
different.
Wait, didn't I say I loved him?
You did earlier, and yours was justified by your daddy.
Yeah.
Okay.
You were, which I loved. You were entitled to him, which she dealt with, and now she's going to deal with the reason she thinks she's actually in love.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, he, like, truly loves me because he's always driving me around the golf course, which is, like, true love. Like, a man does not drive a woman around if he doesn't love her. So I don't have another explanation. That's...
Well, sorry to break it to you, sweetheart, but that's his job. He does that to me too. But does he polish your specially made clubs from Venice?
Mine are actually from Italy, so it's a completely different place than Venice. So mine are clearly higher tier than yours.
But does he polish them?
Sometimes. Yeah.
Well, he constantly polishes mine. And, you know, whenever I pass by him in the hallway with his coworkers, they're whispering, then they see me, and then they all start laughing. I'm guessing he's just talking about how much he loves me.
Okay, good. Too much there. Did you feel that, Lauren?
Yeah.
Okay, so actually I was about to cut the scene anyway. That was great. That was great. Did you guys feel the difference?
Yeah.
So here's the hard part. You both found these, like, really sassy characters. So what you want to do is you want to just keep cutting the other person off. Right? Both of your characters wants to. And so there could be points where that happens, but it has to be very strategic. So you want to hear everything that person said, and then from your character's point of view, attack it back. Right? And so that's when that started to happen with the polishing, and then you deflect and you're like, no, these ones aren't from there. And then she's like, but does he polish them? Right? Because we're really listening, and you realize she didn't answer the question. Then you're like, sometimes, like, that's a conversation that I could totally see happening. So it's really about just taking our time and hearing just that last thing. I hear that last thing and I deal with that and build upon that thing. So now that we've got that, that's what that builds on. And I think part of it too is a little different having sound effect jump in, right?
Yeah,
Did that throw you guys?
a little bit.
A little bit.
Okay, so if that ends up happening, I want you to stay connected. Think of it this way. It's a challenge in that if we were on stage and you got a huge laugh, what would you do?
Don't you just like wait for it to be over, but you don't like acknowledge it?
That's right. You stay connected, you listen in, and you continue the scene. So there'll be moments where that might end up happening, but if it doesn't, cool. If it does, then just stay connected to your partner and leave right where you left off. Cool. This is fun. Sassy girls.
It's like
You.
Oh.
She's gone.
I thought
You kicked her right out of it.
I mean,
Bye, Lauren. Let's talk about that at the end. All right.
I thought that was.
She was like, I was.
It sounded like you were stalling.
Yeah, no, I wasn't. All right. Next up, we
Okay.
got
Other
let's see.
Ava, right? You said
Yep, other Ava and Simone,
Simone, great.
aka Cameron Harris, and and Taylor Stone.
Yeah, but who's who?
Cameron Harris is Ava, and Simone is Taylor Stone.
Hello.
Hello, girls. Hey, I like your lighting better this week, Ava. Looks good.
Fixed it, and I'm like on my phone instead of my computer. So
Hey, you're not lagging either.
yeah.
I'm
It's
so
just set up.
so proud of you.
I couldn't find the applause button.
All right, so
I tried.
how? So we've got the Russian spy, I mean not Russian, just the spy who worked for the government, was retired and is now in her home, just locked up and just doing tons of workouts.
Yeah.
And then we've got the Harvard student who is an overachiever, pretty much the most perfect person on the planet. How might these two know each other?
I feel like she'd be getting some sort of reward, and I'd be there for some reason.
Just getting a reward for
or
what?
like I could have been like helping, since like I'm always like volunteering and like helping out and I'm really smart. Maybe I had been like helping out with like some spy stuff or something, or like helped out with something, but didn't know that she was a spy.
Okay. Yeah, maybe because you're basically. I like that idea. I like that. So you could be Ava. You're secretly recruiting her because she's like perfect and all that stuff. So you don't know this, but Ava is posing as like just a huge medical something, like
Oh wow, medical.
whatever. You're just pretending. So you're like, and you might flub up and just make something up that doesn't exist, and that would be actually pretty funny because Simone would deal with that. But you're going to basically be secretly vetting her. So she got to do this video conference meeting with you, and you're pretending like you're some big deal, Ava, okay?
Of course.
All right, let's see where this goes. I love it. Okay, we'll start this scene in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah. Hi. Oh, it's
Hi.
so to be on this call with you. I'm Cameron.
I'm Taylor.
Good, so let's start again.
Yeah.
So
I know.
it's hard.
We
It's
talked
really
over
hard
each
on
other.
video. We're talking over each other. That's right. So let one person completely finish. You'll see. They'll finish their thoughts. The words will be done. Then you come in. Okay? So I love that. Ava, start with the intro. Introduce, say hi. And you could say her name too. So you could say Simone's character's name, a.k.a.
Taylor? What's it?
Taylor, yeah. Hi,
Okay.
Taylor. And so glad you were able to join us for this call or whatever. And then let her deal with
Yeah.
that. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, hi. Taylor, is it? Yeah. So nice
Hi.
to know. So, I was just wanting to ask you some questions that I think would regard the medical field and things that I think you'd be interested in.
Oh, really? Like what?
like things like the like open heart surgeries. That's one.
What do you want to know about them?
I just want to know where the blood flows through the ravioli.
Okay, good. So now we're gonna get stuck, and here's why. So within this now, and this was just a format we were trying. Now we're gonna end up, Simone, you're asking a bunch of questions back to Ava, and we're like, anytime we're asking questions, we're gonna get stuck, right? We're gonna get stuck because the other person then has to come up with the answers to those questions, and in this particular case, these are ones that you don't have any idea on. So you're definitely in trouble, right? So instead, tap into her personality a little bit. This is a personality interview where you'll go back and forth, okay? So ask her, Ava, a personality question instead.
I was wondering what type of things you enjoy to do.
Well, most of the time I just really like helping people out. I really love like volunteering. Animal shelters are amazing, but like I just really like helping people, and I want to make the world a better place mostly.
Yeah. How many friends would you say you have?
Well, I only have a couple of close friends, really. I just have acquaintances. So I'd say probably maybe about 5 close friends.
What is your opinion on the government?
Well, I think that the government has a bunch of different good things on it.
Okay, good. So that's better. You feel the difference? Okay? It's a little better. It's still challenging, and this was my idea, and so it didn't work. So I'm going to talk about why. It still ended up Q&A. So let's try something different. You're the mom, okay, Ava, and your daughter is going to be a doctor, and you want her to be a spy.
Okay.
She's decided to go against the family, like, tradition. And action.
Well, honey, I don't think that's a really efficient job.
Mom, I want to help people. I'd actually be doing good in the world.
You could help so many people by being a spy.
Like who?
There are so many people that were helped out by spies, and like so many people that weren't, but that's a lot of gray in between, which I know you don't do well in. But I think you could flourish in that type of job.
You're spying on people. I like to help people and not invade their privacy.
It's less of an invasion of privacy and more saving people. I mean, imagine if there was someone about to assassinate someone. Wouldn't you want to be keeping tabs on that person so that that person could live?
Well, yeah, but I would turn them into the police.
You are the police.
No, I want to be a doctor.
You're breaking my heart.
I'm sorry, Mom. That's my passion.
Your passion isn't good enough.
Oh, the laugh.
Scene. Okay, good.
Should I just
There's
stop
no way I
hitting
would've
sound
been able to
effects?
stay
Is
Yeah,
there
that-
doing
probably.
that.
Let's not do that.
All right.
Wow, that was funny.
That's so mean.
Oh, you
Ow.
were so mean. You were mean. You were
Jeez.
mean. But there are parents out there, and there are situations that are like this. You know, the spy thing's a
not
little silly. What's that?
Not with spies, probably.
Not with spies, probably, but that's where the improv comes in. So we take
Yeah.
the core of a real situation that people deal with. Acceptance. A parent accepting whether or not what you're doing is okay or not okay. Like your dreams. That's what this is really about. And then we heighten it a little bit, change the situation up, and it's funny. But it's funny because you take spying so seriously. And it's funny because you care about your dream of being a doctor, and you're like, that doesn't make any sense, Mom, you know? So the lesson here, A, is when we find the right why, as far as like why we're talking to each other, the who between each other, it's so much easier. When we were interviewees, I was trying something, and it didn't work. It didn't work because we just had to ask questions, and we didn't have the relationship underneath. That's a great example of the first time you meet somebody, it doesn't really work because you got to figure it out. This had a deep relationship behind it, So there was so much passion. And your responses, Ava, to her dream was so funny. Just so funny. And you were mean, but there is this character out there. And there's somebody who's sitting in this exact situation. They want to be an actor and their parent wants them to be a doctor. Like opposite, you know, or whatever. So, very good. All right, good work, girls. Woo! All right, our next two here are going to be Dylan and Maya. Dylan and Maya. A.K.A. Dylan is Harry Stingfish, and Maya is... I can't read my own handwriting. Maya is Olivia.
Oh, sorry.
Coming on in.
Mute this.
So
real
while they're
fast.
coming in, the lesson for everybody here is twofold. Okay, one, when we're starting a scene, and again, I was the one who threw the suggestion out. You're going to make issues in this and try different things. We want to do our best to have a relationship that's built upon a past foundation, where you've known each other for a certain amount of time, and that builds into something. And so once they had that, then it was working. Then it was totally fine. When you take that away, then it's like hard to build a scene with someone because you are figuring out who they are. You don't have a history. Once we had the history, it was like, boom, I know what you two care about, and now we get to watch you guys deal with that as a scene partners and as a group. So
Hey, Dylan.
my
Dylan
video's
wanna.
not working.
Yeah, I'm
Dylan's
asking.
video
Wait, what's
says
not working
Dylan's
about
network bandwidth is low. We can come back to you.
I'm getting like the notifications. I'm pushing start video, but it's not starting.
We can come back to you guys.
Yeah, we'll come back and hopefully the bandwidth comes up before then. That's what it is. It says the network bandwidth is low.
Try if you're on Wi-Fi, switch to cellular, and if you're on cellular, switch to Wi-Fi, Dylan, and we'll pull you in next.
Oh, my live video is on the wrong time because it's very behind, but I can't get it to the right
You won't.
time.
Every one of them is 10 seconds delayed. So that's why.
No, I'm like I'm 5 minutes before, so 6 minutes actually.
Then you just fast forward it. You grab it and pull it all the way to the end.
Do you want me to pull Maya out too?
Yeah, Maya, I'll bring you back, okay?
With Dylan.
Yeah.
Wait, which group am I in?
You're gonna be
You're
with
with
Dylan,
Dylan.
once we get back.
Okay.
Dylan's gonna be going twice.
Alright,
It
who's
works.
next?
Alright, next up, we've got Max, aka Brady, and Carter, aka Joe. Max, aka Brady, Carter, aka Joe. These are two introverts who both have their own way of being introverted, but are both totally introverts. Don't really hang out much at all, okay? So the situation I came up with here is your parents have forced you both to do a video chat with another friend who's in school. So just find another friend. Your parents are friends, so they set up this video chat for you. So you guys didn't choose to be on this video chat. You do want to have friends, but both of you are introverts for your own reasons, right?
All right, I gotta get the hat.
Max, you're an introvert obviously because of your work, and you just love to work and that's it. And Carter, his parents are overly protective, and they finally set this up because they knew your parents. So, all right, so this is the beginning of that video chat, okay? You guys have been messaging each other for a while, just over like text and stuff, and you've done a couple little video chats, and this is another video chat you guys are doing together. This is the only friend you guys have. You're each other's only friend. Okay, 3, 2, 1, action.
Hi, I've never spoken face to face with people outside of the burger stop.
Yeah, me too. I don't talk to many people at all.
I forgot his voice. I did too. It made me laugh. Oh, he broke.
Start again.
Why
That was great.
do I keep breaking people?
Start again. That was great. Go ahead, Carter. Same thing.
Yeah, I don't get to talk to many people outside of everything.
Kind of sad. I also don't talk to many people. The burger stop they don't let me. Oh shoot, I said too much. Continue.
No, you're fine. You're kind of my only friend, and I don't know what that's like because every time I tried to have one, they don't like me.
Well, I like you. You're probably my only other friend other than Steven, the manager. I think he's a friend, but he doesn't really talk to me much.
Yeah, you meet people like that who don't like to talk to people.
Well, how does this whole conversation thing work?
I'm not really sure. It's all very different. This is the first time I've ever gone on video with anyone.
Yeah, I know. Typically, I'm speaking into the microphone, asking people what they want to eat.
Yeah.
Deal with
Wait,
that.
so tell me more about your job. I'm still in school.
Oh, so I work at the burger stop, down the street. I go there every day. I do my online classes and I take orders, and every now and then I have to stop to get rid of the rats that are down on the floor. And then Steven
Wait. You have rats in your burger joint?
No, I said snacks. Snacks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you
snacks.
sure I could have sworn you said rats?
No, Steven, it's okay. Sorry, Steven was telling me to work again.
Oh, I don't want to keep you from doing anything you have to do.
No, but this is the only time I get to speak to actual people. Please help. Please.
Same.
Wait, what?
I need
Okay,
help.
this is a hostage situation.
Same. I am literally dying over here. Joey had to turn down his own mic because you're laughing so hard.
I had to turn down my mic because your voice was making me laugh so hard.
So here's the thing, Carter. You found a voice, but you were going slow enough with your diction that everything could be heard.
It sounded like the gingerbread man.
Yeah.
I actually think it sounds more like Carl Weezer.
Carl Weezer, I can totally see that.
Oh,
100%.
yes.
I did a whole impressions thing on Instagram. I did Mickey Mouse, I did Elmo, and I did Carl Weezer.
I love it. And I loved the listening you both had. And you were so honest. Like, here's the deal. This is what I want it to feel like.
No,
I want it to
said
feel like,
snacks.
if for any scene, like I walked in, and because like you look at video chat or Zoom or whatever, right? There's a code to get into your Zoom, right? Or a code to get into your chat. I feel like I accidentally dropped in on two people's chat who were like just very introverted and didn't know what to do, and they're trying to handle it. And I honestly don't know if I could have left. Like,
Hey, who's this guy who just joined the chat? I don't think he's supposed to be here.
Exactly. And if somehow you didn't know that I joined and you guys continued your conversation, like that's what it felt like to me. I felt like a fly on the wall getting to watch a real conversation happen between these guys. And then it started to become more comfortable, but I loved, Max, your choice to step out and deal with, was it Travis? Steven, your manager. That was so funny. Like, it puts you in this place, and then you're like, are you in a bad situation? Like, we're listening to each other, we're building rats. I said snacks, like, all of it. Because again, you realize that didn't settle well, and then you're like, crap, how do I deal with that? And it was so fun. Both of you were totally in character, really listening. Very good work, guys. Very good work. All right, thank you.
All right, bye.
Okay, our next two are going to be Lila and Phil.
I'm gonna guess Phil is iPhone because it was Phil Jackson's
Yeah, I believe
iPhone,
it's.
and it's not Phil Jackson.
Yeah, there's a fan there. I think that could be Phil.
Is it Phil?
No, it's
no,
Dylan.
that's Dylan.
Dylan!
All right, Dylan,
All right,
we
we'll
got
switch it
Dylan
up.
back.
We'll switch it up. That's cool.
Dylan.
Oh,
Is it-
you can see me?
Yeah, and hear you.
Okay, I switched to my phone, so.
Dude, it's
there you
perfect.
go. Perfect.
We'll just do that. That's cool. We'll do Lila and we'll do
What's their
Dylan.
character names?
Dylan's character is Harry Stingfish.
Harry Stingfish.
And Lila's is Katrina Cran.
Katrina Cran. Is the Cran with a C or a K?
Crayon is in Crayola.
As in Crayola, la Cran.
All right.
Okay.
Katrina Cran and Harry Stingfish.
Okay. So we will keep you guys in here, okay? And we're going to start this scene. So how do we know each other? You are the janitor at the school. And your character, Lila, is how old again?
I can't remember, but I remember I was fired from PetSmart for letting all the cats out or something.
Okay, good. So yeah, you're older. I like that. So you both are just like, oh my gosh, this is great. You both are two washed out people. In other words, like both of your lives suck. Like both of your lives, except you have a lot of energy still, Lila. You have so much energy, but like you keep like having hard times because of your energy and who you are. Dylan, you're just kind of weird. We established that last time, right?
Yeah.
He works at the school. You guys are just on you both know your characters. This is a video chat date that got set up. So you guys were on a video chat website and you guys came across each other's profile and thought, yes. And this is you guys like, you're on your like third video date now. Okay? So let's see how that goes. You guys are zoning into that. Here we go. And 3, 2, 1, action.
So, how's it going?
Going really well. I mean, I'm having a great day. I mean, besides everything that happened lately, but I think I'm having a great day. How are you doing today? I hope you're having a good day.
Pause. Good. So bring the energy, but shorten the sentences.
Also, Lila, your mic is a little scratchy. Are you using your regular mic?
Yes. Let me just...
Weird. Play with that for a second.
Yeah,
Dylan,
it's coming in a little
I need you to
fuzzy.
sit like you sat last week. You remember?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, get into the voice. Get into all of it. I loved this character. I loved him. So don't lose the voice. Don't lose the energy. Yeah, that's right. Talk, Lila, just so we know.
Hi. I mean, but how are you doing today? I hope you're having a
Still
good
oddly
day.
scratchy.
Can you just unplug your mic and use the computer audio?
Okay.
Let's try that.
What
Normally,
the heck? My phone keeps falling.
normally I wouldn't have you do that, but
So-
it's distracting.
While he does that, Dylan, if it falls, use it.
Okay.
So it's like you're on the date and the phone falls. How would he handle that?
Oh, this is a date.
Yeah,
That's great.
it's a video chat date. It's hilarious.
Is this better?
What's that?
Is this better?
Way better.
Oh, way better.
Way
Thank
better.
you. Thank you. Okay, this is the video chat date. Have the energy, but be careful not to throw too much out there. Here we go. And 3, 2, 1. Action.
So, this is my third time using technology, so I'm not really like sure how to like really use it. So you can like help me out a little bit.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine with me. I don't mind.
Okay. So, what's your favorite food to eat?
I eat a lot of food, but my personal favorite food is probably something sweet or Powerade. Either one is great.
Powerade. You know, I'm deathly allergic to Powerade. Yeah, I found out the hard way in preschool.
Well,
My-
I drink three bottles of it a day. Well, in the morning. So I don't think. You know, carry on.
Yeah, mostly I just. Yeah, see, this is my third time using technology. I already told you that. Yeah, so I pretty much just drink straight black coffee in the morning.
Oh, well, in the morning for me, I think I've already said this once, but I can't remember when. I go for a run in the morning with my dog, and then I drink 3 bottles of Powerade, so. Yes. I'm pretty sure
have
with the start.
I have a hairless cat and a goldfish.
Yeah, my dog is a husky. She's very active. I'm active with her, probably more active, because it is after walks. She just ends up lying in the floor for the rest of the day. I don't know why, because I could do much more exercise.
Yeah, my cat just pretty much sits around and tries to eat my goldfish, but I don't let him, because I'm eating it next week, and then I'm getting a new one and then eating that one. So yeah, I feed my cat some like fresh.
Okay, it's getting real weird. Getting real
I
weird.
get the rats from my basement.
Okay, I'm gonna cut it there. It's getting weird, right?
Yeah.
So, Lila, how's your character feel about this?
I was a little judgy.
Okay, I felt that. A, the Powerade, you're like, I love Powerade. That's not gonna work, right? So now you can still have energy and be that talkative, oops, I say too much kind of deal, and not like him. And it's just like, look, I think that you're a really great guy, but unfortunately, if you don't like Powerade and that kind of thing, then I don't really know if it's gonna work out. And then Dylan's got to deal with that, right? So, like, if I did that to Dylan, like, go ahead and do that to Dylan really quick.
Okay. I mean, I think you're a really nice person, and I enjoyed these meetings, but if you don't like Powerade or waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning, I don't think that this relationship will work out between us.
Yeah, but we'll, like, do it, like, in the, like, later on, right?
Right, respond. Energy response.
Wait, what did he say? I didn't hear.
He said, but we could do it later on, right?
Oh, and no, that's not really how things like this work. I mean, if something doesn't happen, then you never see each other again, and you try to erase all this from your memory.
You know, that's pretty harsh. Like, people have, like, souls, and, like, that just drained my soul. Like, my soul is, like, down the drain. So that was hurtful.
Well, it's not you. I mean, it's me, but then again, it's also you, because you don't like Powerade, and that's not good. That's not what healthy relationships consist of. I mean, you need to drink Powerade.
Scene. Okay, good. So we brought it back to the Powerade, but before that, right? Now you had the same point of view, Lila. It didn't change, but you didn't lie about how you felt. So we could tell that your character didn't like him anymore and was like kind of not into him. So from energy, you just respond. And then you're still sticking to your point of view. You're being honest to it. However, you're also being honest to how that point of view feels about that guy. And then Dylan, you were just super honest about, well, that's not very nice. It's soul crush. Like, you said the weirdest response. You crushed my soul. Like, that's a weird thing to just say, right? And so your characters stayed as they are, but now we have a reason for them to care about each other versus randomly continuing to bring up more and more stuff. Does that make sense? Cool. Good work, guys. Woo! Hey! All right. Next two here are going to be now Phil. Oh, excuse me. Phil. And my throat. Phil and Maya. You have any drink of water? What's there? Yep. So Phil's character, we got to figure out his name first. So Phil.
Yeah.
We came up with characters last week that we built on.
Okay.
That's basically the idea. So I want you to come up with a character name right now for a character.
Oh, am I gonna be on?
You are in a second. Yeah, so hold on, Maya. Okay, go ahead, Phil.
Momly Alpha.
What is it?
Momly Alpha.
Momly Alpha?
No, it's pretty much lemon and apple backwards.
Lemon and apple backwards. So say it nice and slow.
Nomly Alpha.
Nomly Alpha.
Just lemon and apple backwards.
Nomly Alpha.
It's Monly.
What's
because it's lemon.
Lamanli Alpha. What is Lamanli Alpha like?
It's an average American citizen.
Okay. What does that look like? What's he sound like? Does he
My throat hurts, so I really can't do voices right now.
Okay. What's he sit like? What's he act like?
Well, sometimes he go out to see some friends, but nowadays he can't. So
Right.
instead, he sits at home in his den,
What's Maya's character's name?
Maya's
and has computer and uses computer, and doesn't talk to anybody except his friend. Because he
Okay.
lives alone with a dog and a cat.
Okay, cool. And so Maya, your character's an aspiring school teacher, correct?
Yeah, so I kind of thought of like we're siblings kind of thing, and I'm mad that he is not like faking and sad about his sister, his other sister. That was my idea.
Okay, great. So so basically I like that. I like that here. Except the only issue is you guys have like, okay, I guess you could be Alpa could be your last name as well because we don't have a last name for you. So we could be brother sister here. So basically, Phil, she had a conjoined twin who's no longer conjoined anymore.
Sorry, I have to
She's moving really quick. So basically, you'd be her brother, and you don't care as much. Like, not that you don't care. She just feels like you're not responding where you care, you know? And you do. So I actually like that idea. I like the idea of...
So wait, so I care, but I have to act like I don't care?
So it's this idea, Phil, she just wants you to care as much as she cares, you know?
But I don't.
But you don't, or you just don't show it the same way. I think some people show grief and show pain in different ways, right? So some people get right into it and just like talk about it and go through it. That's Maya's character. Your character just is like, just the way that he's moving on is just kind of focusing on his own thing, and he's going to deal with it in his time. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you guys are brother and sister. You are so mad that you both are locked in your own rooms. And Phil's character won't let you come into his room. Okay? So you've called him 17 times until he'll finally answer video chat. And this is the 17th call that you finally answer, Phil, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
answer the phone.
Action.
What do you want?
Well, I know you weren't conjoined to our sister, but do you even care? You haven't called me. I haven't heard from you in weeks. Where have you been? Are you okay?
I've been in my room. Where else would I have gone?
Are you sad about our sister, or you just don't care?
I'm sad, but probably is not as much sad as you are because, I wasn't conjoined.
Just because, yeah, I know that, but just because you weren't, oh, sorry, I forgot I was British.
Stay in it. Yeah, okay, bring it back.
Just because you weren't conjoined her does not mean that you don't feel any sadness. You got to feel some sadness. And you guys get along better than me and you got along?
Well, I'm sad, but I personally probably am not as sad as you due to the fact, yes, I'm not conjoined, and also...
You've said that excuse.
Let him finish, and also. He said, and also.
But also, she is doing her own thing. Yes, I'm sad that she left to pursue other things in life. But also, life happens. She'll come back because, that's what life is. Christmas is coming up. I don't know, probably at the end of the year. I don't.
Sorry, Phil, she's dead.
What do you mean?
I know that.
Wait, I wanna respond.
Let's go back. Let's go back. No. He would know.
I did not know that. Someone should have stopped me.
I just did. No, it's hilarious.
But what do you mean pursue another career?
Phil, I'm dying laughing because I didn't tell you. And so it's
No one told me this.
So that's actually an amazing response. So hold on. Now she's gonna tell you that she's dead, and you're gonna react. Like what?
But what do you mean pursue another career?
nobody-
She died. Didn't you remember? Weren't you there?
No, because Mom didn't say anything.
You were supposed to be there.
I wasn't told anything. I was in California with a couple of friends because I was invited. So no one told me this.
Mom said she called you.
She did
Oh.
Okay, good. Cut. All right. So what happened here, Phil? You're like, oh, I feel terrible now. Okay? That wasn't on you, right? Because you weren't
But
here.
why have you been avoiding me?
So scene's cut, Maya. Scene's cut. So now what happened here? I loved it. So what are you doing right now, Phil?
I am, because my computer just booted up and I got something from Zach because I haven't heard from him in a couple of days.
Mm-hmm.
So I was looking at that.
Okay, cool. So when we're in the scene, so focus on the scene. However, what ended up happening that was nice because of that was it seemed like you weren't paying attention to her, which was actually kind of funny. So like if you did that as a choice, like for example, try and talk to me about something serious right now.
Well, I haven't heard from Zach in a couple of days. I just heard from him now. It's been like,
Yeah.
So,
well, you know, people do stuff, so.
Yeah, makes sense.
Do you feel like you're like,
yeah,
come on, man? And I'm actually on my phone. So if your character was in the middle of Call of Duty or whatever, and so he'd like, then when he finds out, he's like, wait, what? What do you mean? Yeah, this gone. Nobody told me this, and now she has your attention. Because first you just thought she was being bratty and annoying, and now it's something real, right?
Yeah.
So cool. That's great. And I like the listening there. That was really good. Okay. Phil, honestly, I know we didn't add an accent, but it was one of your more grounded scenes as far as just like really listening. Really listening and building on
I was
that.
excited to do another part. Like I was excited to say, wait, but I was gonna say like, but why have you ignored me, kind of thing. I was excited. You always like cut it when I don't.
But here's the deal,
when
Maya.
I don't realize
you
it's like
you don't want to control the scene. You can't control the scene. So right now you still have a vision for where you want to take it. You gotta release that. You gotta learn to release it and deal with, because now that's not important. The most important thing is now, for some reason, Phil's character had no idea. Your brother had no idea, and now that's important because your character is a super loving character.
I should probably stop focusing on Matt. I should probably focus on why didn't you know, and like why didn't Mom tell you, kind of thing.
Yeah, and helping him through that now, because now he is going to want to deal with it and talk with you, and if you're mad, he sure as heck won't.
Yeah.
Okay, good job, guys. Talk with Zach. I just talked to him today, and so
yeah, he's going through a rough spot. That's what I got from him.
He's rocking.
I haven't heard from him in like 3 days, so I was concerned.
Yeah, he's doing well. We talked today, so.
He told me, so that made I got some rejoice that he is alive.
Yeah, keep hanging. He'll need friends like you, so you're the man, dog.
Yeah, I said if there's something you need to get off your chest, I'm always here for you. So.
Good man, Phil.
And he knows
love that. I love that. All right, guys, thank you. I'm gonna send you out here.
Okay.
And let's see. Actually,
I was gonna say
that's everybody. So we'll bring everybody back in real quick.
Go. I sent him out just to send him out. You know?
Yeah.
Just like.
Let's go ahead and mute those lives. Mute that live for me.
I muted everyone, just so you know. That's why you're muted. You will be.
You are muted on purpose. Don't unmute yourselves.
They can't. I took away the power.
You took away the power to unmute you.
But don't freak out and leave. Because,
but don't freak out and leave because
you're muted on purpose.
You're muted on purpose.
You have been purposefully muted.
You have been purposely muted
so that when we ask questions, you will be able
to hear
them clearly.
All right. So we had some really good scenes here. So let's talk about it really quick. Let's hear about what we got out of it. Challenges, what we took out of the exercise. Love to hear from everybody. So I'm just gonna start. I'll start
Can we
with.
just go like top to bottom?
I was gonna go
Can I
off
just-
your top.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Top to.
Why don't you just call out the names?
All right, I'll call out the names. How about that? All right, Max, you're first, bud.
So I learned that you've got to really pay attention so that like you can make it seem more realistic and like bring up stuff that they said a bit ago so that like everything fits together better, I guess.
Absolutely. Like looking back at the scene because you were really listening and being able to recall anything that happened. That's so great. That's how you were able to bring the manager back in and everything. That was great. Cool, man.
All right, Ava G. Hang on.
That's where it would be easier.
There
to
she
just go
is.
off the top.
Brian.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Hello. I learned just like listening to every single detail and listening to like the last thing they said and then basing your next statement off that.
Yes, totally. You want that last thing is the most important thing. So going off what Max said, you know, you want to be listening and remember the things in the past so that if something gets brought up that makes sense to reference them on purpose, cool. But the last thing is the thing that you really have to take in and that we want you to deal with. Good. Awesome.
Other Ava, go ahead.
I think like looking at it from almost like a different angle will make it better.
What do you mean by that?
Like when we were doing it before, with the idea of doing kind of like an interview, it didn't work, but when you went into something that had a deeper connection, it happened like a lot better.
Yes, totally. So like making sure that you have that connection, that history with the other characters somehow. Whatever that ends up being, you get to figure that out, but absolutely every scene needs that. That's awesome.
All right, we're going to take it down to Simone. She's unmuted.
Basically what I learned is that it's okay if it like starts out rough or the scene that you're in isn't really like working out because like in chaos comedy it can be like swiped and stuff, but like you have to make sure probably to like go into like a deeper level and like actually something that like people will like pay attention to, like a Q&A. People will get like bored pretty quick.
Yeah, and it's actually because the Q&A isn't the reason, right? So it's exactly what you were saying, what Ava was saying. It's relationship. It's we need to have a foundational relationship or else it gets lost, you know? Because when you're just meeting each other, there's no stake in the game. There's no memories, positive or negative, building into the moment that we're in right now. That's great. Good job.
All right, we got Dylan next. Dylan, hang on. It won't let me unmute him. There we go. Go ahead, Dylan.
I'm ready. Yeah. So.
Oh no, he has bad connection.
During the scene, me and Lila, what? Listen to every single what?
Go ahead.
You have to listen to every single word to like make the scene better and like because if like you miss one word then it could like mess up the whole scene.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally. Like again, same idea. Every word matters and every word will build it. So like you hearing the Powerade thing and deciding that you're allergic to it is what built the foundation of Lila not liking you. And if you miss that, then the whole scene is not going to go where it needs to go. And the other thing for you, Dylan, I want you to remember is when you started the scene originally, you forgot to sit as him, right? And then as soon as you did again, it was like that guy just showed up. Like he came into the scene immediately once you grabbed your legs and like used the iPhone as a, I don't know how to use technology. Like it added so much to your character. So you want to remember to bring that to the table. You want to bring your physicality because it's going to help you with everything else. Okay?
All right, next up, Carter.
Carter.
Hola.
Hola, friend. What you got?
Well, what I'd say is that it's really hard when you don't know like how the scene's gonna go and you don't know how your characters will bounce off of each other. But once you just start talking and just listening to what they have to say, you begin to get an idea of what's gonna happen.
That's right. Because you know if you're being in character, how your character would respond, right?
Yeah.
You figure it out. And that's the whole thing. We don't need to know. And a lot of times we want to plan it, you know? We, especially us creatives, like, you want to take the scene a certain way. Like, I want it to go this direction, and I want to pull you in this direction with me, instead of trusting and just, like, slowly building something together. And the truth is, what makes improv so beautiful is I can't do it by myself. And you and I together can create something 10 times more awesome than anything I could create alone.
All right, we
Very
take
cool.
it to Lila.
Lila.
So I learned that you can't. So I was ignoring the fact that he said he was allergic to Powerade, and if this was real life, if it was a real life conversation, I would still keep my energy, as you said, and I would not like him because he didn't do exactly the same thing as me, because I thought that waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning was the perfect thing to do.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Very cool.
All right, next up,
Lauren.
Lauren. All right,
Hello.
go ahead, Lauren.
So what I learned was, just like Ava said, Ava G, was to like listen to what was said before, and also what I was gonna say before you guys like kicked me out mid-sentence.
Sorry, Lauren.
So funny. I was like, wait, what? She's just gone.
I was talking, then I saw it, and then I was just like, wow, okay.
I was as surprised as you were. I was like,
I'm sorry.
Okay,
go ahead there.
What I was gonna say was, it was kind of hard because Ava and I were like pretty close friends, and it was hard because sometimes we just like talk to each other like that. So and I had a hard time like separating our friendship from the characters, because
Sure.
sometimes, like I said, I put on like characters just like as a part of me. That's kind of what I do, and I've done that to her before, so it's a little hard to like separate the two, but yeah.
Totally. I totally understand that. Sometimes that'll happen seriously in scenes with like Joey or I or me and Matt, because we're so close. Like, it's hard to see the characters outside of who we are personally. So I encourage you to keep doing more scenes with her, because that will just make you stronger as an improviser, to have to stay in it even though you're going opposite somebody you know knows you really well.
All right, we'll take it to Maya.
Oh, I learned that you should, like, I learned a couple things, but one of the main things is you should stop, as hard as it is, stop planning ahead and stop focusing so much in the scene that you're just focusing on yourself, and just completely, basically, sort of, kind of only focus on them, and not focus on what you wanted, because I kind of feel like a jerk for just like focusing on myself the entire time, which I should have just focused on the other character the entire time. And that's what I'm going to do next time.
Awesome.
I was kind of just so focused on myself, and I was planning ahead, and I was thinking what happens, and I should not just like think or know what's going to happen. It's kind of a roller coaster, and you don't know what could happen. It could anything, pretty much.
That's right. Absolutely. Cool. I'm so glad you heard that, and do take that into your next thing. The thing I love about what Maya said there is, yeah, I learned this, and I'm going to apply it next time. I'm going to start working on that next time. And I want us all to get in that mindset where, okay, I take this lesson, I learned it, now I'm going to apply it. Now I'm going to let it be a part of my scenes for next week. Which next week, again, we're going to be doing more scene work together. The difference is next week you won't have the luxury of preparing the character ahead of time. So we're going to walk into the challenge of, you don't know who you're going to be paired with, you don't know what the other character is going to be or what you're going to be. You're going to start as just you, connect with that person, and then from your connection figure out what your character is going to be, and then figure out our who, what, where together. So I got a little more time. I got an exercise we may do, but I want to really quickly see if there's any questions anybody has. Any improv questions whatsoever that we can answer going into this next week. Yes, Maya.
Ooh, okay. Let me
1
unmute.
second, sorry.
Go ahead, Maya.
sorry, I'm like the person like, no, me. But so it's just that for the scenes and stuff, is it gonna be where is it just gonna be two people, and also is it gonna be where we are like doing like a relationship, or are we gonna be with like multiple people and like, you know?
We'll do two-person scenes, and we'll see about maybe adding or doing different things. And something I may add into next week, just for fun, because we had to deal with it a little bit this week, is we may end up adding sound effects to your scenes. We may end up doing
I like that. And music too, because I remember when we were in the studio one time, we would have to like deal with like a
That's
song.
right.
just
That's
randomly
right. So
coming
like
on.
random stuff might come into your scene, and it would be a part of your scene. So like, for example, if I was having a scene right now with somebody, Joey could throw a sound effect in there that I wasn't expecting. So I'd be, Mom, I don't want to do the dishes. Like, I don't want to. Would you keep that music down, Jerry? It's like, I don't understand why you can't help me out with this, okay? Mom, stop playing the Snoopy track. It's annoying. Stop it, okay? I don't want to hear those stupid sound effects that you prepared, okay? Can we have a serious conversation or not? I guess not. Well, I'll just go to my room then! Joey's really going crazy on that one. But at any point, something could come in, and you'd have to sort of deal with that. So that may be something we tap into next week also. Okay, cool. I'd like to close out with a little 3 things exercise, just to get our brains going. Lauren, yeah, question. 1 second, sorry. Gotta unmute you.
That means, hey, Joey, unmute Lauren. Yeah, I got it.
You got it.
I got it.
So you remember those like certificates that you gave us at Christmas to give to our friends?
Yes.
Do you happen to remember Bria? I think I introduced her to you.
I think so, yeah, for the improv show,
Yeah, it's
right?
okay if you don't, but she can still like redeem that even though we're online, right?
100%, yeah. 100%.
Okay,
We'd love
cool,
to see her.
cool.
She gonna join us next month?
It is a possibility.
That'd be cool.
That's a
Tell her Brian said, that'd be cool.
That'd be cool.
Okay.
And
Tell
Joey
her I
too.
said.
Cool.
And if she doesn't, then just give her those.
All right, we'll start with Max.
Those 2 options.
Give her those 2 options.
Yeah.
All right, Max. We're going to play a little game called 3 Things. So here's how that's going to work. All right? We're going to call out to the person to your right. You're going to give them some sort of location. Okay? So Max will start out. And let's see. Ava. Max, you're giving Ava 3 things that she would find somewhere.
Which Ava?
Ava G. Sorry.
Okay, thank you.
So you'll go Ava G. You'll go Ava G. 3 things you'd find, and we can just unmute if you want, everybody, but you don't have to. Ava G. 3 things you'd find, and you'll give her a location.
Ava G, 3 things you would find in an airport.
We're all gonna count with her.
Suitcases.
1.
People.
2. I want to see everybody counting.
Food.
3. Let's try unmuting everybody. See if we can do this together.
Okay, sounds good.
It might be a chaotic craziness that doesn't work, but I'm going to try. So everyone needs to focus and only do the numbers when it's number time. All right, so now Ava, you'd go over to Ava, and you'll ask Ava 3 things you'd find.
Ava, 3 things you would find in a public restroom.
Toilets.
1.
A sink.
2.
Then toilet paper.
3. And now you'll call out to Simone.
Simone, 3 things to find in a parking lot.
Double your energy, guys. Not enough energy.
Cars.
1.
Parking spaces.
2.
People.
3.
3.
Simone, call out to Dylan.
What?
Call Dylan out.
Wait, I think I have. Oh wait, did I say 3? Okay. Dylan.
Yes.
3 things that you would find in an office building.
Earwax.
1.
1.
2.
A marker.
3.
That was 2, Brian.
Wait,
You,
3?
you counted.
Earwax, a marker, and
That's it.
Oh,
Earwax and a
2.
And Brian.
3. What am I doing there? Call out to Carter.
Carter.
Focus, Carter. Stop eating.
Top 3 things you would find in a couch.
Pens.
1.
Loose change.
2.
Old TV remote.
3. Call out to Lila. Carter, call out Lila. To Lila. 3 things. 5.
3 things you would find in fries.
Pet food.
1.
Pizza, frozen pizza.
2.
Socks.
3. Call out to Lauren.
Lauren, 3 things you'd find in Cheesecake Factory.
Cheesecake.
1.
Me.
2.
Mac and cheese.
3. Lauren, call out to Phil, please.
Phil, top 3 things you'd find at the zoo.
Elephants.
1.
Lost foreigners.
2.
More people.
3. Phil, call out to Maya.
Maya, top 3 things you would find in an Apple store.
Like the electronic, I think, or yeah, I'm just gonna okay. Computer.
1.
Rich people.
2.
People that will buy anything.
3. Maya, call out to Max, please.
Okay, Max. 3 things you would find in a School of Rock. I don't think actually.
That's
I feel
it.
like no one
Perfect.
really
School of Rock.
School of Rock. A guitar.
1. 2.
Jack Black.
3. 100%. I'm so glad you've seen that movie. That's amazing. All right.
It's such a good movie.
Such a good movie. All right, guys. This was an awesome class. Let me wrap it up real quick. Our homework to continue building characters. I know we've got those 3 we already built. Didn't have time to get into those, but keep building this week. Next week, I'm just going to rapid fire some scenes, and we're going to get off just as many as we can. And just rock and roll through that. We might add the sound effects, like I said, as well. So just keep working on characters this week. This has been a character-focused month. It's been really awesome. We're going to close out class. Joey and I are going to take off, but we're going to leave you in here so you guys can connect. Just
Goodbye,
talk
everyone.
and hear how everybody's week's been. Thank you, guys. We love you.
They didn't hear that.
Yes.
Goodbye.
Um,
Guys, I got a sad story.
Where's your glass?